remember we said, hey, the rainfall potential will start to go down. That doesn't mean we're in the clear. Now the storm surge potential is going up. And as that storm pushes off north and east, that same thing will happen. The brunt of the storm around the Caloosahatchee and off to the north. Look how much more rain is headed your way on top of those strong winds. And then we're going to add in the storm surge later on tonight and into tomorrow. It's not going to be until tomorrow that we've really seen what Ian has done to our community. So we're going to be watching this. So we have those near 9 double-digit rainfall totals yet to come. As this pushes off to the northeast, whoever runs into this white band, that's where we could see well over a foot of additional rainfall to what we've had.
Hi everyone,
One thing to
how
note,
we
and a
doing?
lot of times with hurricanes, as they make their way closer to, or really a lot of hurricanes,
Hope this is
they're a little
doing this right.
asymmetrical,
My chat
They're not
seems
always
funny
perfectly symmetrical.
here.
One side's a lot stronger than the other. Notice that we have 140-mile-per-hour winds. These are just estimates on each side of the eye wall. Because that eye wall has just as strong winds on one side than the other, that tells me.
How you doing, Hillsborough Cop Watch? Freedom Girl 80, you're here with me? Okay, great. Hope you're safe, darling.
And Katrina, both powerful, destructive storms, weaken just a little bit before landfall.
Just
This
me.
one's going to stay strong.
Caucasian Slash Watch, hello, thanks for being here.
Status. So that was a remarkable
DJ
pressure
Nate.
drop, and that had to do with that eye wall replacement we talked about yesterday. Sometimes
Roy
that eye wall
Croft, how
replacement
you
can
doing?
benefit you if it takes a long time to do, but this one completed its eye wall recycle and even stronger.
So
in the
you-
end. So how strong are these winds going to be? This is going to be how strong we could see these winds report.
We
Charlotte,
weren't
North
expecting
Park,
it to come up
30 miles
this
per
way.
hour.
It was supposed to go a
That's
little
going to
further
be,
north than us.
Pretty incredible
So-
and devastating potentially. Arcadia, we're at 122, so even inland, because you
Now
can see that
kinda
eye wall push into
Stuck
DeSoto
sitting
County.
here.
I know you're inland,
But I
you're gonna
figured,
have
well,
these
what
very
the hell,
powerful
might as well go
storms
live
on
and
through. Farther to south,
share the
even with
storm
that
out
78 miles per hour, Babcock Range,
to anybody not
106
in the
miles per
area
hour.
so they can
Norfolk Myers,
see
almost
live on my
120
channel what's going
miles
on.
per hour. The
I plan on
Caloosahatchee
staying
will see
live
the
here
waters
for a
rise,
while.
in the coming hours after that
So,
rainfall, the waters will
I'll
start to
keep it aimed
move
at
up
the
farther,
storm. I might take a
into
little
the
walk out
Caloosahatchee.
there in a
Farther
minute
to the
or
south,
so,
even
give
places
you
like
a little
Iona,
bit more
Shell Point, over to Sandoval,
example of what's going
140,
on out there.
150-mile-per-hour wind gusts are going to be possible. As we head farther inland, you're still seeing some
Hello,
misty
homeless
winds.
in America. Thanks for
Think about
joining
severe
us. Go for
thunderstorm.
life,
This is going to
brother.
be the
Thanks for
longest,
joining us.
time of these winds continuing. When I was in Hurricane Michael 4 years ago, one thing to notice, these winds just continue, and it doesn't seem, it's not like a tornado so much where it just all happens in an
Yeah,
instant.
I hate this
It's just kind of
phone.
this slow
I
deterioration
hate both my phones.
of things happening. So just stay inside and stay safe.
You're
as
still
the storm
phone. I can't
continues to
make you a
push up to the north,
moderator.
86 miles per hour into North Naples. That's going to be
It's
possible.
pain in the butt.
We are seeing those storm surge totals increase. Coming up, we're going to have more analysis of the
Yeah.
storm pushing
Yeah,
out
this is
in,
my
but
backyard.
also later on tonight, fall. And that storm surge is
Got
going to
things
continue to
hunkered
increase.
down.
And coming up, we'll dive more into that of what we're seeing and what we're expecting in parts of Lee and Charlotte counties and Collier too, with that storm surge increase and the potential from the National Hurricane Center this morning, guys.
Freedom Girl, you're out of power.
And we are tracking not only the threat for those high winds, but you hear us on occasion saying
Let me
getting into
see
your
where
safe
you're at.
place. So I want to take a moment here
Let me see.
and
So,
get you a little bit
yeah,
more
Freedom
on where
Girl,
that is
you're out of
in
power,
your
darling?
house. So as you slice open your house, if you have a room, something like this on the interior of your house, like a small bathroom or a
Thanks,
small closet,
DJ.
you
I'll
want those
try to
walls
stay
close
safe.
together because you want that support of those walls up against your ceiling, because if something were to happen and your roof got compromised, like if a tree were to fall on it, you want that support to hold the ceiling together above your head. And a large room doesn't do
Robert
that as
Wolf.
well as a small
I'm in,
room.
where are
So
you?
if
Yeah, I'm
have
in
that, then it's
Fort
a
Charlotte.
contrast, an interior
I'm in
room away from
Zone
windows,
C.
a small room.
Florida
for
Girl
better
80.
support.
Oh, there it goes.
It does have
You guys
a
want to
roof,
give
you
a
still have
watch?
support
There's a
there
nice
of
wind
your
gust
ceiling
going through the
beneath roof.
backyard now.
Something like a laundry room or a closet or a bathroom. That's the best location.
So,
And if you don't have that, like my house in particular doesn't have that, if you have an exterior touching room, but also
Yeah,
small
Port Charlotte,
windows,
Florida, and
like in my house,
Florida
it's
Girl
larger,
80 is down
there's a
in
walk-in closet. So those
Punta
are some
Gorda
safe
here.
places. You mainly
A
want
few
a
miles
small
away
one
down
with no
south
windows. When we say
of
go to
me.
a safe place,
She's in a more
that's where you
dangerous
want to
area
go.
than
That's
I
gonna be
am.
especially important.
I'm in
for watching out for
the
the western side of Lee County and Charlotte County and in DeSoto County.
Zone C.
and southern
I'm not
Sarasota
sure
County,
what
up
zone
into
she's
Ogden
in,
area.
but
That's going to be
she's in
one
a
of the
more
most
dangerous
important
area
pieces
than I
of
am. Punta
information
Gorda
that you
down
need
there.
to stay safe as the
Charlie,
storm
when Charlie
approaches,
hit, this
and
is
passes
taking the
southwest
same
Florida as we
path
go
Charlie
through the afternoon.
took.
Storm surge as
It's
we
gonna
just
go
saw
right over
Fort
us.
Myers Beach is already happening.
I'm
And
in the
it's that
same
push
place I
of the
was
hurricane
during
on top
Charlie.
of
I
the
watched
Mexico
Charlie
creating
right in the
this
same
rain.
spot.
And
I
as
didn't have my
Allison mentioned,
channel in, of
it's
course.
gradual. This is a gradual
But,
process. We saw on camera here. I'll go back and
Of
show
course,
you
I
again.
got
We're already
2
starting
new
to see a
sheds
little
here,
bit of
but
this storm surge
at the time I had
here
a
at
shed,
Fort Myers Beach. These waves are
and it was
already
actually
crashing from
between
time to
the
time.
two
We lose
little
the internet
trees there
signal of this
at
camera,
that
which
time.
that's exactly
And
what's
I
happening
watched
right
it
now. But goes in
roll
and out
to the
as you
right
would expect. It is
during the
really windy here
hurricane.
at Fort Myers
I didn't
Beach
get
right
much
now.
damage to my house, and I'm like, oh, okay.
It is
My
frozen
first
for the time
hurricane.
being, but you can see
Not-
even in
not
that
too
frozen
bad.
picture how choppy
After
that
Charlie, I
Mexico
didn't want to
is.
see another
That's
one,
those
and I'm hating
waves
this one.
starting to build
But,
already, and this is going to get
Yeah,
worse.
I'm like,
as
not
the
bad.
storm, even after
And
the
at that
storm
time, I was
leaves and
working
passes by, because we're gonna
landscaping
have that push from the
down in
southwest.
Punta Gorda.
Just perfectly
It
perpendicular
got down
to
in
that
Punta
two
Gorda,
beaches,
and Punta
that's
Gorda
probably the
was
worst case
devastated.
scenario
I went from
for storm surge.
my house where it was
Landfall
nothing,
just north of most of Southwest Florida.
5 miles
That
away
water is
down in
crashing
Punta Gorda,
onshore
5,
from the
6 miles
southwest.
away, and
This is a product
Bam!
that this
Punta
company
Gorda
that we
destroyed.
partner with, Q-Risk. They take
So-
that forecast from the National Hurricane Center and they create a product to show above water.
like saying, stuck here right in the storm out. Appreciate everyone, you know, stopping by, taking a look. I'm gonna basically have this camera set up for as long as possible, watching the storm. We're kind of at the beginning of the storm entering. I'm pretty sure I'm watching the news. I think you guys can hear my TV. I got set up here, right there. Got my TV set up, watching that.
In Lee County and in Charlotte County, this area of purple right in here, that's 12 to 15 feet of inundation. The storm surge forecast is higher than that. as
They're
you saw,
talking about
but
Fort
the
Myers
inundation,
right
I mean, our
now.
scale doesn't even go up that high. We've shown
I was
here that the values are so high that
wondering
we don't
about
have
Chuck
the
there.
scale for it.
I
We
was
don't have
watching
the
his. How many
because
people were watching
particular
Chuck last night?
Values are so high, and we rarely, if ever, see those.
I
And so
stayed
this
up
area
as
right in here is
late as
12
I
to
could,
15 feet. The red is 9,
watching
and then
them,
3 to 6
so.
feet of inundation all the way over to US 41 and across Idaho McGregor, Sanibel, Lighthouse Beach. Again, that purple area here, right around 12 to 15 feet, 6 to 9 feet across most of the rest of Sanibel, and then out toward Captiva as well. Pine Island, here's St. James City. Flamingo Bay,
Yeah,
6 to 9.
everyone go ahead, share this out.
Southwestern side of Cape Coral here, near the
Make sure you hit that like button. Go ahead, get it out. Yeah, like I said, I want to just go live. I got all this equipment just hooked up, so it, as long as I got electricity, we'll keep recording.
In that 3 to 6 foot
Yeah,
category,
getting this footage on here. Anyone wants to, anyone that, you know, let them know if they want to see what's happening, at least in this area, Port Charlotte, a little bit in my backyard.
It is down here, and then it narrows considerably as you approach Bayshore and Olga. So we've been showing the storm surge warning.
Welcome, come back and forth. Be sure to share and like.
To Charlotte and Collier County, it's only the coastal areas. And
Work
this is
on
the
some
reason
more
why. It's
subscribers
because of the
there.
Coxsahachie cutting across the county. And look at the storm surge potential here for this area near Bayshore. The inundation could be 12 to 15 feet, pushing all the way up towards Bayshore Road.
Frank
And we got
Pants, how you
another
doing, brother?
near the boathouse.
Robert
If you know
Wolf.
where that is on the State Road
Really much
41,
appreciate
right
you
near the
guys being
Civic Center.
here.
The river
We
there,
got
that
12
area
likes,
could also
10
see
people in
12 to
here
15
right now.
of inundation because you're funneling that water and forcing it to go into a narrower area, and that forces that water level to be higher
So,
than it would a little
I'm
bit
gonna,
downstream
try
where
to
the river is a little bit wider.
Just take you guys for
So
a
going to
little
Charlotte
bit of
County,
a
you
tour
can see
outside.
The inundation potential
we
again,
can,
right around 6 to 9 feet. So again, the storm surge forecast is higher than
Give
this,
you a
but when
feel
take
of what
into
it is
account
out there.
the location of these particular areas, this is what we're looking at for inundation for the water to come on shore. And look here, same thing.
I don't know what's happening
with the
when they get
Coxsahachie.
going.
The same thing is going to happen with the Peace River and somewhat with the Myakka River, but the Myakka River cuts masses of water from
here. Let's zoom this out a bit further since we still have electricity right now.
Alright guys, I'm back. I think I'm back. Let me know, am I back guys?
At least for the time being.
Had a little technical difficulties.
Yeah, but that's something to watch there because this storm surge component is really going to hit high speed here as this event continues to unfold.
Yep, thank you Lori. Okay, back.
Peter? Yes.
Because I know this is the main threat with
Said,
the
well,
storm, and I'm looking at
I don't know what happened, my gimbal
last
screwed
night
up
on
somehow.
NBC2 and ABC7 about the high tide and the low tide, and
When
how
I
the worst
unplugged
case
it.
scenario would be the onshore winds coinciding with high tide, and I'm looking at
Thanks,
the graphic
Homeless in
of the
America.
for example.
Well, I
the
see I
next high
got
tide is
2 in here,
3
13 likes, that's good.
Are we
See if we get anyone
lucky that
back
this seems to be a
again.
little bit earlier, or is this going to be in this onshore pattern,
You know what?
for the next few hours?
Change in the last 12 hours is that it appears the storm is moving a little faster than it looked like it was possible about 12
Hello,
hours ago.
Caucasians, Sasquatch. Thanks for welcoming me back. Oz is wonderful. I'm waiting for the tornado to come through and take me away.
Just before 6 o'clock. So got a question.
I think if I get to Oz, I ain't coming back, but
Thinking about potential.
I'd rather hang out in Oz.
Just might we catch a little break with the timing not lining up at the high tide?
Those monkeys don't scare me.
A little bit of a break, but always let your guard out here. For folks in Charlotte County, you still have a
So you
ways
can
to go
see
here.
the
And of course, it depends on where
winds
the
blowing
climate
my
is at, but the
trees.
high tide cycles in
That
Charlotte
big tree
County
next to that little
overlap
shed,
as well
that's
as
my
this afternoon.
avocado tree.
I
think 7 years ago I started that from a seed. And I did not, have not yet gotten one fruit off
I'm
of
not
it.
too concerned,
So,
honestly. The high tide.
I'm debating cutting it down. You ain't gonna give me a fruit, you're coming down.
I have to say that.
And the other littler one is my mango. I started both of them same time.
Multiple feet of water.
Same thing. It's
moving
like,
into
come
our
on,
region,
give me some
so,
fruit here.
I mean, there's just, I mean.
I don't eat mango or avocado. It's more for my wife.
Talking about this water moving
her.
into substantial parts of our homes and parts of our coastal communities. I have this on a time lapse, and I know I do want to make a little announcement before people start losing power. So write these down. These are the radio stations that we're streaming on. You can listen to us if your power goes
Wind
out.
calmed down a little bit
We
there.
will be here until this storm
This is
passes,
a
until this
news
threat
channel,
goes off. We're gonna be
local
here
news channel
overnight
I'm
and
watching
through
here,
tomorrow as
guys.
well. So this is going to be 96.1, 103, 98.1, and Sunny 106.3. Those are just several of them. B103.9, I did mention that. So we have several of these radio stations that will be on streaming for the rest of the day. Tomorrow,
That's the live
because we will
Doppler.
expect more power outages. We've already seen that. This is a time lapse
Charlotte
of the
County,
past
guys.
6 hours, and a
I
couple
live
of
right
things to
around
note
here
from it is
in
that
Charlotte County.
within last night into this morning, we did see a big jump. You know, I left last night, I came this morning, and I had to readjust all of my maps to be much farther north. That's a good sign because it's moving.
This is the
And let's say the
area-
past hour, it is just doing this
This
little
would
bit
be
of a
Punta
wobble
Gorda area
just
over the
offshore.
bridge.
So it's just kind of staying out here for
Where,
the past hour or two. And remember, that's what I was
Freedom Girl
looking
80
at last night with one of our computer models suggesting
Live-
that it just kind
Live
of
Free or
wobbles out
Die
here for a few
Cop
hours.
Watch.
Each hour, we're tracking how this storm
Live.
gets closer
If
to
you
our
guys aren't
coastline.
subscribed
We
to
need
their
it to
channel,
keep getting closer and closer.
Go ahead,
We've seen a
subscribe
big
to
jump into the oak
Freedom
right now.
Girl 80
The past
and
2 hours is
definitely
just
subscribe
staying
to
out. And
Live
staying
Free-
pretty well organized. And
Live
the
Free
lightning
or
round turned on
Live Free or
the
Die
lightning
Cop
round
Watch.
continues. It's starting at that little
He's
bit of
a
landing
new
direction
auditor down in
the center of the storm.
Punta
that
Gorda.
core of game is
Doing a good job
disrupted.
down there,
It's gonna
him and
stay
his
on the
mom.
powerful side because
They,
we still are pretty warm and in this really tropical
I give-
environment to
I
keep
give,
the storm going.
give his mom
James,
kudos
St.
there.
James
That
City,
I love the way
South
she
Seas,
handles
North
herself and
Captiva, you are
how
seeing
she
the
can
brunt of
she's
this
good with her
longer
kung
edge of
fu
the
there.
wall
So
right now, South Seas 11.
now thumbs up to Freedom Girl 80 there.
Winds. This will then move into Pine Island. This will then move into Mount Lachey. And because
We got
it's only
10
moving
people
at about
back
10
in
miles
here.
per hour, you're going to be dealing with these very strong winds for about an hour, and then we'll get into that eye wall. That eye wall will be a time to relax and catch your breath, and then the back edge of the storm will come. The problem with
Munchkins.
this back edge of the storm is it's just as powerful
No
as the
cops.
front edge of the storm. So I'll we're not going to see.
I'm just going through
too much
the,
of a difference
hello Heather,
from the
how you
back
doing?
north. Look at the
Good to
lightning,
see you here.
21 lightning strikes within the past 15 minutes. Cape Coral just starting to see some light
What, is
showers push on in.
my video
And
look
maybe Rob, can we have the
screwed up or something? Do I need to
Let's take a look for you.
Brings up the west in there. I did
rotate
time out
my
the
camera or
back edge of
something?
This line, the front part of the back eye. So, but let's time this out. And notice the time here, moving off to the north-northeast, and that's considering, that's assuming that it's going to stay at 10 miles per hour. Placida at 512. That's when this front part of the
Is
back
my
edge of
video
the
all
line
right, guys?
will be moving through. It's not even
It's on
new
portrait
right now,
mode.
so
How
we
do
are
I
gonna
change
have
that?
These high winds stick around for a while. Englewood, you'll start to see the second part of that eye, 512, return west at 512, and return at 522. All the while this is occurring, we have a few hours for this to push off. All the while, this water is
How do I change that?
into Coxsahachie. Now, Charlotte Harbor, like Rob mentioned,
Device.
it's dry. 12 hours from now, that's not going to be the case. Now, what about the edge? When are we really going to be done with some of the really strong winds?
Am I still there, guys?
We're not until 6, 7 o'clock. And you're going to see a bunch of times going through today, and they're all going to be a little bit different. And you're like, well, that one was an hour before, that one was an hour later. We'll give you kind of an idea here, because one, the timing of the storm could change, and two, we're kind of individually timing up just
Seeing
a
it's
couple of
live.
miles here that are different parts of the storm. So just kind of gauge how this is going to take a few hours to go on through, and conditions will continue to deteriorate here. I did want to time out this band of showers moving into downtown
I don't know
Fort
what
Myers.
happened there.
This before about 1 o'clock or so. Fort Myers Beach at 1 o'clock. If
All right.
you're on any of these barrier islands, you cannot leave. I mean, we've been saying that really across much of the region in general. You need to
No, I don't
make sure
see
that
much
you
yet.
place Fort Myers Beach, Fort Myers at 210. So that would be downtown Fort Myers. And notice
did
how,
something.
because of the wind direction, this is just funneling in. So you see, like near Punta Rasa, how it curves like that. The water is just kind of catching right here, like pouring a cup. There's nowhere to go except for right there. What's in its way is Cape Coral. That's the next land interaction with all this water pushing through.
All right, so
Sanibel
back to
Causeway
normal.
and into
Still
parts
good?
of southwestern Cape Coral, and also right around Shell Point and Fort Myers Beach as well. Rob, did you have that camera?
So for the control room, Doppler 2 is our quick source here. This camera is frozen right now, so it's
Okay.
possible that we have lost electricity at the western and the
Okay,
Cape Coral.
yeah.
But something else I wanted to direct our attention to in the control room, if they could pop up the Lido computer. This is a viewer photo that was sent to Kelly Burns, and that, I'm told, is Charlotte Harbor. Kelly, is that correct? What was the viewer name?
The viewer's name is, maybe second out now, but that's how much water they said is drained.
How's that?
Remember, we have a very strong offshore wind right now in Charlotte County, and it is sucking and pulling water out of the harbor.
I don't know why it's saying it's locked for rotating my
Just about
device.
live right now in parts of Charlotte Harbor. And a few moments ago, we were looking live with the camera that we have in Shore Point Health and Punta Gorda. There's also parts of the Peace River right now that have dried out. Water is being pulled up the river.
All right, guys, what I'll do, I'm gonna try to figure this back out. I'm gonna end this live, try another one, see if I can fix it here. I'm not sure what I have to do
in
for
the
this.
NBC2 Alert Center, I'm tracking live feeds. It looks like this one's buffering. I'm actually going to step off the screen.
Am I
right
still
now
here?
See if I can get it to refresh so that we can give you this, because it's really just mind-boggling to see. You can see that mailbox that I'm putting out with the mouse, and the water is just rushing through this area.
right.
I'm going to see if I can get another camera. on
I'm
this
hoping that's
website
good.
To work, because, man, it's really scary to watch.
I don't know what I'm seeing on my phone, but that don't matter.
As
long as you guys are seeing it fine. We all good? You guys ready to take a little walk here? Or?
Just one moment here. I believe that Allison just mentioned that a new tornado warning.
Right, we have a tornado warning for DeSoto County. So DeSoto County, this is in the far northeastern corner, more of a rural area here. But what I want to point out
You
to
know
you is
what?
that this is going to occur. I mentioned that
I'm not
as the storm
even-
is closer and closer, it continues
Yeah,
to
you guys, I'm gonna end
We're
this,
going to continue
and
to
I'm
see
gonna
these
start all
spells
over
for
again.
years. This
Something's
one, the
going on with
indication
this one.
that I'm seeing on velocity scans here is not as impressive as some of the other tornadoes